Do you think of yourself more as an African than a Jamaican?
Yeah, because one of the main things is that we're Rasta. From you accept Rasta, you become an Ethiopian, which is Africa. Next thing again, the history of Jamaica shows that the Arawak Indian was living there, and it belonged to the Arawak Indian. Now, our history show that through slave business, black people come out of the Western thing, you know? So we still figure, say, Africa is a root.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to this channel once again. My name is Tim Tesi. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, and also comment. To my tiny viewers, thank you so much for love. Thank you so much for support, for always coming back and watching my video. So guys, in today's video is about Jamaicans. This is why you should come to Africa. This video is all about Jamaica to come back to the motherland of black people. So kindly guys, let's watch this video until the end, and then I'll come back with more comment.
Wagwan people, if you haven't heard the news yet, Jamaica and Nigeria are working actively to have direct flights. Currently, there's no direct flights between Jamaica and Nigeria and Jamaica. So it's going to be a unification of jerk and jollof. The Nigerian Minister of Aviation and the Jamaican ambassador to Nigeria had a meeting to discuss what can we do to bring the nations together. And I feel like this direct flight is the perfect thing because we've been separated for too long. And the purpose of having these direct flights is to boost economic ties, cultural exchange, and I'm looking forward to it. Too many times Jamaicans have to go roundabout way to get to Africa, and it's a pain in the butt. And while we're doing this, let's have it visa-free for Jamaicans to go to Nigeria and for Nigeria to come to Jamaica visa-free. Just like how Jamaicans can go to Ghana visa-free. Let's put that in there as well. But I'm definitely looking forward to the link up. It's gonna be great. So we can teach them something about Jamaica. They can teach us something about Nigeria. And I'm looking forward to this.
Greetings, loved one. Greetings from Africa, Ghana to be precise. I heard that Melissa is giving you a warm time down there. But I beg you, don't forget that Jamaica is for a short period of time. It's not for eternal. There's a lot of things in the promised land to be done. So if you think you're tired of natural disaster, global warming, or judgment, then just come back to the land of your ancestors, where there's a lots and lots of work to be done. Dennis Brown tell you, we have mechanic work to be doing, we have farming work to be doing, we have agro-processing which we can go into. So any one of those things which you know you're strong and you're capable of doing, then just come back to the ancestral land instead of in that precarious condition of you don't know what's happening next in the island.
Well, this yardie had a different experience returning home to the motherland, and I've been there twice. And on both occasions at the airport, them said to me, "Welcome home, sir." First time Zimbabwe going through customs. "Welcome home, sir." Second time Ghana. Custom officer look at my thing and say, "Oh, so you're Jamaican?" I say, "Yes." He said, "Welcome home, sir." Oh, no, no, that blood clot feel. It melts the heart. See, and bring a tear to the eye. But as a man, me have to suck it up and say, "Respect my brother, I give her thanks." Driving through the streets of Accra, Jamaican colors and Jamaican flags, they all bout. Pan wall, pan car, inside a car, pan bus, pan truck, van, everywhere. Seeing Bob Marley picture, they all bout. Seeing me see Al Garvey picture too. I know say Marcus Garvey inspired that black star in the middle of the Ghanaian flag. See, me in the art center with my family. See, I'm go say a word to my queen. And a man hear me accent and say, "Yo, you're Jamaican?" Me say, "Yes." He make an alarm and everybody gather around. Everybody want come say hi to her, the yardie. You see me? Man not tell me story. Man ask me question. Everyone want just come talk up to the yardie. You see? Me never know so them love Jamaica so much in a Ghana till I went there. Saying, the Jamaican demanded, I say, yo, you have to come home in a brethren. Left off of the blood-clad plantation and come home. Whole about Jamaica me meet and there still, see? You know, growing up in Jamaica, enough people want go to America. I talk to this girl in Ghana. Yeah, she said, our dream place to be, our dream place to visit is what? Jamaica. You see me? I mean, I say, look at that. And she's in the motherland where most away want come home too. And she want come visit us down on the plantation. You see me? Yeah. I would want everybody to travel, see? And especially visit Ghana. My next trip I could be Nigeria still. Because me have a good percentage of Nigerian in my blood. Just like Ghana, see? Bless up on herself. Yeah.
Every single black person needs to visit a black country. Go there, and not to the little touristy areas. Go to the black areas, the real areas, and see what life could be like, especially if you're from the US, like myself. So I grew up going to Jamaica every year with my family, and it was life-changing for me as a child to see black business owners, black restaurant owners, black people in commercials, black people on billboards, black politician, all black everything. It was so beautiful and so inspiring. For the first time in my life, I was seen. I took off my blackness and put on my humanness. I wasn't just Jessica the black girl, I was just Jessica. And if you've never experienced what life is like outside of your blackness, outside of your exterior, you'll be surprised to know how much freedom there is in just being you. I've been in many social spaces where I walk in, I'm representing as the only black person there. And you have to be very mindful and cognizant of everything you do, everything you say, how you walk, how you dress, because there are so many stereotypes and stigmas about you already that you need to walk in on your A game. You don't realize how much all of these things are playing on your psyche, on what you think is possible, on what life could be, what normalcy is. You don't always have to be the other. Growing up in the US, going to school, it was so hard to make friends because people are afraid of me. People think I'm gonna act a certain way or be a certain way. I went to Jamaica, I would be there for 5 days and leave with 10 friends because these people are just seeing me for me. There's no preconceived notions of who this tall black girl is. Even if you think life is great here, it can be so much better in a place where you can truly be you. Trust me. I don't know if I'm raising my kids in Jamaica or if I'm retiring in Jamaica because I have to live there for at least a year because it is so fantastic. And if I have children, I also want them to see all the possibilities life can be as a person of color.
I'm so tired of this narrative. It is simply not true. And I don't know where it started. I don't know who is trying to create this propaganda that Africans don't accept us in the diaspora. It is not true. A great majority of them love us and embrace us and want us to come over there and connect with them. Sure, you have a few that may be saying, oh, you know, don't come over here. But I mean, it's 1 and 2, and most of them are just not in their right minds. Just like you have piece of shit Jamaicans, but I'm not going around and saying, oh, Jamaica is hell because you have a few people who aren't very nice. Check the comment section of the last video that I posted. It is full of comments from the continent, all over the continent. Even on Instagram, I have 50k followers on Instagram. About 90% of them are Africans. Africans love us, especially Jamaicans. Okay, maybe they don't like black Americans so much, right? You can understand, you know, I love my black American brothers and sisters, but y'all are hard to deal with sometimes, especially when you come to other places where other African people are. You know, you come with your entitlement, you come with your attitude, you come with your complaining. Like, it's very difficult to deal with y'all because you're American, you know, and that's just the truth. But we love in the same way, you know, but it's not just hard to deal with. But Africans love Jamaicans. They love Jamaicans. Ghana, they act just like us. They actually act like us. That's how much they love us. Come on. And the rest of Ethiopia.
The experience that I've ever had, oh my God, I wish everyone out there who's seen this at this moment could experience it. The Africa that we hear about in the other world, that's not what it is here. You gotta come by and see.
So I'm like fully Senegalese now, but look how beautiful Ilia Cafe is. It's so nice. But how I know I'm fully Senegalese? I ain't fully Senegalese. I still can't speak French or Wolof. So embarrassing. But whenever people talk to me now, instead of like yes, I say wa 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 wa. C'est bon, ça va, or assalamu alaikum. So it's kind of like, yeah. I hope I don't go back to the US like wah wah wah. I hope I remember to say yes when someone tells me something. Like she was like, "Is this your takeout juice?" And instead of yes, I was like wah 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 wah. Merci beaucoup. Look at Senegal at night. Whee! I love Africa.
Mindset, Rastafari. Give thanks and praise to life, health and strength. Oh, which part over there in Africa is a bigger Jamaica, Zane? Yeah. That's a bigger Jamaica over there in Africa. Jamaica look alike. Jamaica look alike, but Africa with it. See? Jamaica look alike, but Africa with there. So all of the people who feel say they can't give up an island to a continent. Well, this is proof that this is a bigger island. Zena would just call it a continent. Alright? But not much different from Jamaica. Then, yeah, Jamaica. To me, I like a Jamaica, me there. Seriously. Alright, so we not give up an island, we not give up a continent for an island, yeah? Rather the continent over the island all day, every day. See? Right, that's it, that's all. Leg off of the island, step in at the continent. Africa is great, the people are great, the place is great. You know what I mean? You come into Africa, make Africa even greater. Because the reality is, what Africa really need is human power, human resources. We have all the natural resources already. See? So what Africa need is just human resource, human power, human strength. See? More human, more black people, more Africans from the diaspora coming into Africa to make it a better place. I don't know, Africa been bleeding for over 400 and odd years. And come on now, if a place been bleeding for 400 and odd years, obviously it must be weakening. See? So we need the people to come in forward again and strengthen Africa. Of course, you know, Africa is a little bit weak at the moment, but to strengthen it up, it requires you out there in the diaspora. Alright, so mindset, food for thought, bigger Jamaica, right, that's how we're there. Rastafari.
All black people should move to Africa, and I'm going to explain why in this video. And for those of you who are new to the journey, my name is Tim Ford Jr., and I help my people return, invest, and rebuild in Africa. So stay tuned. Like I said, all black people should move to the continent of Africa. I know there's going to be some people in my comment section talking about, hey, Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent. I know that, okay? I know that. And I'm about to clear that up. For those who don't know, Africa is actually a continent with 54 different countries, okay? That means there's 54 different places that you can decide to go to when you decide to relocate to the continent of Africa. First, we're going to start with Tanzania.
So let me tell y'all the difference between Africans and Jamaicans. Africans, they're going to accept you no matter what. For y'all, those that don't know me, my daddy's from Nigeria and my mama is American. I tell an African, oh yeah, my daddy's from Nigeria. Or an African sees my last name and they say, oh, are you African? I tell them, yeah, my daddy's from Nigeria. Oh, we're family. My sister, cousin. We are from the motherland. Welcome, my sister, auntie. Oh yes, I'm gonna bring you some fufu and egusi soup. Yes, my sister. I've heard that Jamaicans, they don't care if you have a drop of blood of Jamaican. They don't care if your family, your mama, daddy, born and grown in Jamaica, your granny from Jamaica. If you were not born and raised in Jamaica, they will not accept you. They do not care. They don't care if you didn't born and grow. And then another thing that I see is they'll like Jamaica check you, like what parish you're from. They'll start asking a whole bunch of questions. But I love y'all Jamaicans, but y'all know I love my African people because y'all always gonna accept me no matter what.
Hello guys, welcome back. I hope you have watched and full clip how Jamaicans, this is the reason for you should now come to Africa. And before I dive in, have you asked yourself, why is it that we don't have a direct flight from Africa to Jamaica before? But now you can travel from Jamaica to Ghana. It's a free visa. Visa is free. You can travel from Nigeria to Jamaica. Visa is free. But we don't have a direct flight from here, Africa, to Jamaica. So guys, now we know that the Jamaicans, all the Caribbean and Jamaicans, Africa is the motherland of them because they normally call it Mama Africa. This is the Africa that they were taken here through slavery from West Africa, because so many Caribbean people were taken through slavery during the colonization by the white people through through slavery from West Africa. So when they reached in Caribbean, they dominated those Caribbean countries, but Jamaica became the only country known by each and everybody. So this is now the time that you must now coming back to motherland of the black people, because now Nigeria, they have the free direct flight, the free visa. Ghana is also doing the same, and so here in Africa we don't have any limitation for you Jamaicans to come here in Africa. And you have seen how people are reacting to how people are reacting and we know that Jamaica and Africa are the brothers and sisters. They are from the same womb. And you have seen how that lady is saying that you Jamaicans, you must now come here in Africa because direct flight is here from Nigeria to Jamaica. And also you have seen how that Jamaican guy, he has lived in Africa and he's advising so many people to come here in Africa. And that Senegal's lady, she's trying to show us the city of Senegal. It looks simple as it's in Kingston. And also you have seen so many people saying Jamaica, you must now coming back to Africa. And also you have seen that Ghana guy, he's now in Ghana, but he's a Jamaican. So this is some of things that is showing us that Jamaica and Africa has the strong relationship. And the only thing that divided we Africa and Caribbean and Jamaica are the colonizers. The colonizers were the people who really divided us, and they used a divide and rule, and they are still controlling us. And now it's the high time that we, as the African and Jamaicans, to wake up. It's a waking call, so that we realize to our roots, because Jamaica has the deep roots in here in Africa. When we talk about that Patos language, that language, it has the full of African words, like the Yoruba, like the Twi words, like the Igbo words. This is the languages that is in West Africa. That's why you'll find Jamaica and Africa are relating, are like looking like the same, and so many people are confusing. And this is now the time, you guys, you must now coming back to your motherland of the black people, the motherland, because Africa normally view Jamaica as the child abroad. So we view Jamaica as the child abroad, and its root is from here in Africa. So I know you Jamaicans, you have influenced so many country in Africa. African are learning from you guys. You have influenced so many countries. I can just mention some of things that you have really influenced with you guys in Africa. When I just mentioned the name Marcus Garvey, Marcus Garvey started the liberation, and he really inspired here in Africa. He influenced so many people like the Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana, so that he stand out and defend the independence of democracy of Africa. When I just mentioned the Bob Marley, this guy, when we remember the name, when we remember the freedom songs, it really inspired the world. It really changed the Africa, that in African heart. So Bob Marley is a legend to Africa. When we just mentioned the Usain Bolt is the fastest man in earth. We are proud of being just an island, but has the fastest man in earth. This is a really good, impressive to Africa. And East Africa is there eating your own. They are really eating your food. Jamaica has the best food in the world. They have the best delicious food in the world, starting from the oxtail, coming to the chucky chicken, going to the salty fish, coming to the patties. Those are the best fast food across all over the world. And this now the time where you guys, you must now starting go back to the motherland of the black people. We want to see you here. We want to rejoice with you. We want to unite with you guys. It's now the high time, you guys, you come and just have a time with you. And that's why so many people are coming to Africa. And you can ask yourself why so many Jamaicans are in Africa. They are in their mother. When a child abroad coming to their mother, a mother must be happy. So we will be glad, we'll be happy to receive you guys here in Africa. Thank you so much for watching me. Team Tesi reaction. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and all full credit because original creators of those video. Bye for now. See you next.